doing? My name is Vincent Faney. I am the host and I'm the director, producer, and the host of the show, Insanity Unplugged. The show is produced and directed often at CTV in Lane County, Oregon, and also I'll be getting some affiliates in Southern Oregon and other places. Also, I'll be showing my channel. I got a channel on YouTube, Insanity Unplugged. I have my videos shown on my WordPress, Insanity Unplugged. I'll be getting on Spotify and many of the other streaming video outlets that are, they're more favorable to more free speech. So, this video is basically aimed at a certain group of people. I want to introduce to you what I'm trying to do. It's an event, a fundraiser to help charities that need money for to build Conestogas, to build tiny houses, to basically get the homeless off the streets, get them to be self-sufficient, and at the very least for people who are unable to work, unwilling to work, unable to get off drugs, unwilling to get off drugs, people who may never have the capacity to work and be self-reliant. We need a safe place for those people, and they need to be dry, they need to have access to laundry, to food, to showers, to latrines, and have a safe community. Be protected from the public and vice versa, and be encouraged to live amongst themselves with a sense of community. So this video is aimed at certain segments of our society. It's aimed at, right now I'll be mailing this video to every legislator in Oregon, from the city or town level up to the governor of this state. So we're talking Secretary of State, we're talking the Attorney General, we're talking Lieutenant Governor, we're talking all the state reps and the Senate and so forth. We're talking all the mayors. We're talking the police commissioners, the city council people of every town, every city. We're talking about staff members, administrative people. Basically, there are about 10,000 people involved with various organizations and legislation. So also I'll be, this video is aimed at many churches throughout the state. It's aimed at organizations that help with the homeless, or maybe women's space, food banks and so forth, and other social activists in the community, people who may not be formally involved in an organization, but they're out there with other social activists trying to promote change. This video is also going to my friends that I went to high school with, and it's going to many of my friends on Facebook. And also there's people in the community, it's going to potential sponsors. So it's aimed at all you people. I want to talk about the event in a bit, of what you're going to do. I'm going to invite each and every one of you, if you can, come down to the event site, say hi to me. I'd like to interview you, because right now we're going to be having several people, filmmakers, people who make documentaries, podcasters. Many of them are going to interview me. Many of them will have their own projects, of which I'll be interviewed, but they also going to be doing their documentaries on the homeless situation. Some of them have talked about collaborating with me to make a documentary to put on Netflix or other streaming video outlets. So, basically we're going to have people checking behind all this. Mainly we're interested in how many legislators and interested parties, or people who are supposedly interested parties, who will participate to have all of us work together, all of us, to achieve the goal to where no person should be left out in the rain, out in the cold, without food. Okay? And our goal is to encourage, not browbeat, but to encourage every person to become self-actualized, self-reliant, at least self-reliant, and employed if they want to be employed, and contributing back to society, mainly also contributing to their own growth, to become self-actualized. So, I'm going to ask all of you, if you can, physically, find the means to come down and visit me. I'm going to be doing 5 to 7 days starting this week to do a meet and greet with a lot of the homeless. I'm going to start camping down there, sleeping down there. I've been homeless a couple times, so I know what it's like. I'm going to be talking with them. I'm not going to be lecturing them. I'm not going to tell them what to do. I want to hear their voice. That's part of the documentary. Give their side of the story. Each of them have a different story. Some of them are totally responsible for being in the situation they're in. Other people, it's just the way life goes. Everybody deserves to have their story told, if that's what they want. I'm going to basically encourage these people to work out with me. Every person who works out with me, because I'm a personal trainer by trade, now that in my retirement years. So these people will work out with me. I'll give them a shirt to show team solidarity, Our Mission Possible, or Vinsanity's Embrace the Pain. Okay, t-shirt. So basically, I like the legislators and other people outside of the homeless community to come visit and work out with us. Okay, we'll be providing entertainment. Again, all this will be in the documentary. Then after my time at talking, meeting, and greeting people in the community, interviewing legislators, I've contacted a few people who are running for governor and other branches of the government. And so I'm going to be contacting our federal congressmen and senators. Okay, so it's going to be fun. Like you to come down, like to shake your hand or at least give you a fist bump, whether you want to wear a mask or not. Like to basically interview you if you want to interview. Basically, I like to see you guys show your face to show the homeless community that you care. Got a lot of people who are, a few incumbents, but a lot of the people who are running for office have commented that they'll probably be down there. And then for 13 days after my first week of meeting and greeting and living down there, I'm going to be locked in an enclosure that's totally transparent except for the 4x8 corners. Totally transparent. I'll be locked in from the outside because I'll be starting my first 13 days of my 21-day fast in the enclosure, sleeping, not eating, drinking lots of water, reading, meditating, stretching, yoga, and lots of lifting weights. So it'll be interesting to see how much fat or how much weight I lose during those days I'm working out. In the last 8 days, I'm going to be, I have a sensory deprivation tank already in the enclosure. It'll be soundproof, light-proof. It is soundproof, light-proof. There'll be no ways of keeping track of time. There'll be no internet, no laptop in there, no smartphone. There'll be no way of communicating with the outside world except for a light switch to indicate when I'm going to sleep and when I'm not. Some people will be keeping track of this because we're studying and keeping biometrics of my physiological workings, my sugar level and everything else, respiration rate, pulse, heart rate, blood pressure, that sort of thing, while I'm in there stretching, exercising, sleeping, hallucinating, whatever. Plan on having a microphone so people could hear on a speaker on the outside. I won't hear it, but you'll be able to hear me chanting or singing or talking or having a psychotic break or hallucinating or just hear me snoring or sleeping or nothing. So all this is going to go on for 8 days. That's 1 day longer than Dave Blaine's record. It's going to be harder because Dave Blaine actually had the benefit. He had a total transparent top. He could see the sunrise and sunset. He could see the stars and the moon. He could see people looking down at him, waving at him. So it's easier than being in a little coffin that is totally pitch black. Not able to keep track of any time. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to do a lot of deep breathing exercises and some planks and so forth, get into certain yoga positions so I can do some vigorous breathing throughout the time I'm in there. Different specialized breathing exercises to make sure I don't get pneumonia because I have COPD and I'm old, I'm overweight, and I don't want to die from pneumonia in there. I don't want to have a heart attack. We'll see what happens. It's kind of risky, but it's for a good cause. I want you all down there. I would like for you to visit when you're down there. If I'm in the enclosure, to talk to me in the first 13 days. Love to have you come by and, I'll have like a guest list. You can sign your name. Hi Vince, I was here such and such a time and date. That would be awesome. Have a picture taken of you there, wave to the crowd. Let the people who are homeless know and feel like they're still part of the community, that you care. That's all I'm asking. And the same with the organizations I'm currently trying to help inspire people to send money to. Now I'm not out there say give me money for every hour I'm in the box, and I promise you I'll give the money to these organizations. No, I want you to go walk to their office, mail, get on the internet, use your credit card, send them money. Now, for people who don't want to give money without getting anything back in return, besides a good feeling that they're doing good, I do sell T-shirts. I do sell books on Kindle. I sell some other things. I sell workout programs. I'm a personal trainer. I'll work you out for money, unless, of course, if you're homeless, then you get a free workout and so forth, free consultation. That's how I make money, and that's where a good portion of the proceeds, when I say good portion of proceeds, like 50% of the proceeds, after taxes, after, you know, Amazon gets their cut, then I give that money to the organization that I'm representing. If you would rather me send that money to a different organization, you submit it in an email saying, thank you for the product. I want the money to go to Women's Space instead of Burrito Brigade. And I'll do it, right? Because we're all entwined, we're all connected. And if I help this person and decide not to take $100 and not help this person because you don't want me to, I'll take that money over here. And it's just, that's pretty cool. But I want you all there. I don't want you to ghost me. I want all the legislators. I want my potential sponsors, my friends on Facebook, these activists, and everybody to be part of following. Please follow, subscribe to sites and so forth that ask for the subscription. Make a like, make a hate, have an angry, you know, what do you call it, emo. If they had a middle finger or assert a middle finger, you know, hey, you know, in the comment bar, make your comments. Good comments, I hope. Great comments are better. Inspiring is great. If you want to give me constructive criticism, that's fine. I prefer you not be a troll. That's all right. But I mean, if that's the only way you can communicate, communicate and share. I want the legislators. I want the rich people. I want the corporations, the sponsors, the athletes, the ministers, the congregation at these churches. I want everybody on board to be supportive. Because the more people are supportive, the more sponsors, the more money that I can ask them to send to these organizations. So, got any questions, give me a call. And this is also going to the filmmakers or potential filmmakers. This is going to people who are on the fence about whether wanting to do a documentary with me. This is people on the fence who are about whether they want to interview me in a podcast. Now, in other interviews, many of these recent videos are going to go up initially right away on YouTube, uncut, unedited, because I got a limited amount of time. I'm juggling several things around. So you won't have the intro that you see in my earlier Vinsanity Unplugged TV show. You won't see the credits in the back. You won't see anything. It's just this message. And if I get time, I'll polish it up. I apologize because soon I'm going to be very busy in the box. All right? But get this message will be emailed to each and every person. And of course, you know, we're all documenting and filming this whole experience, just seeing how this all plays out. We'd love for you all to be, any of you who want to come down and visit and get your 15 minutes of fame, 5 minutes of fame, and get into a documentary, get into a film, share your insights, share your ideas, just have fun, come down for a laugh, enjoy some comedy. Maybe you're a comic and you like to perform for the homeless and for the neighborhood, for the audience. So come on down, be part of the documentary, whether on this side of the camera or this side of the camera, and whether you're a legislator, a regular workaday citizen, whether you're out of work or anything. So it's going to be fun. We could do a lot together. Anyways, I promised I'd cut it short. You know what I'm doing. I'm going to beat Dave Blaine's record. That's my goal. I hope to lose at least 40-some pounds of fat because I have it to spare. My only concern is I don't want to lose any lean tissue. I don't want to, I hope it, you know, I'm hoping to cause more benefits to my health than harm, because right now, after the year of COVID and me getting fat again and having some health issues, right, even now, I'm not in the best health like I was prior to COVID. Okay, so I noticed in the past, fasting, although I never fasted this long, tends to help with many health issues, not all health issues, it's not a cure-all. And although the sensory deprivation, I worry about cognitive decline, I worry about breaking myself or impairing myself permanently. You know, impairing myself, suffering somewhat, and impairing myself for a specific amount of time, and then coming back on a rebound, I can deal with that. I just hope I don't ruin my brain or whatever permanently. Well, you never know. I mean, there are people who think that at my age I might die in the box or go crazy. So I'm kind of curious. How about you? So come and you know, you all know the filmmakers, so forth and so on, the list of who I'm really wanting to target and enjoy and get involved in this whole situation. I've said it in the beginning. Now I'm going to get scary. I'm going to move towards the camera. You'll see that I'm cosmetically challenged, but I'm still lovable, cuddly. Okay guys, later.